What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King 053, Mr. Easy Imalene. I'm gonna rock this t-shirt until we get to 11,000 subscribers. Love my t-shirt so much. I love my t-shirt so much. We're going live again, guys. We're going live again. I hope you guys are on your YouTube. We've got a lot to talk about. Here's my pen. Where's my pen? I have to get a pen. To make sure that I don't forget what I think. It's important. A YouTuber who does not do research and who does not have a notebook, who does not record everything that they are doing, they're still playing those ones. We need to be on a different level in 2024. Please, as you are coming in, feel free to wipe your feet by clicking the like button and introducing yourself on the comment section. Tell me where you are watching me from, so we can get into this robust debate. It's a Q&A session. There's a lot that is happening. There's a lot that is happening in South Africa, in the world, in Africa. So there's a lot that we need to talk about. Welcome, Enoch. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate you guys helping me in this YouTube journey. It's not easy. It's not easy being a content creator. You have to grow what you call a tough skin. But as we are going in, um, uh, as we are going in with the Pan Africanist style, you remember that you are fighting the colonized mind. So there's some topics that an African person's first reaction is going to be to deny it. You understand? Ngosinati, welcome, my brother, from the CBD in Jozi. Johannesburg is how do I say it? I don't. It's a place I don't want to stay in. It's a place I don't want to. The chosen one is here. Thank you so much. Don't forget to click the like button, guys, so that it can notify other people. I don't know how this YouTube algorithm nonsense works and everything, but I'm guessing you guys that are tuning in now will be maybe your bell icon is on. Tulane, welcome Tulane from Tulane is from where? Eastern Cape, ne? Eastern Cape. You'll be getting your gift by the end of this month. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. So you as a content creator, especially with the content that I do, it's not gossip and all of these nice topics that make other content creators trend fast. Our journey is methodical and very slow. So Monday says good evening. Been in from KZN. Yes, thank you so much, KZN. There's a lot of KZN people. I remember when I started YouTube, like KZN people were just full on the comment section, like making noise like nobody's business. Chosen one, we're doing a Q&A today. We're doing a Q&A today. So please feel free to throw in the topics that you guys want to cover here from KZN. I told you that KZN is just strong, and that's exactly what I want to do. I want to speak about Umkhonto weSizwe, and I want to speak about things that trend in South Africa without question. You know, I'm one of those people, even though you can basically say I'm a Limpopian boy because my mother and father come from Limpopo, Sishiho and Guyane. I'm from Mpumalanga. I don't know why, guys. I've got a lot of comments. I ignored them in the beginning, like in the beginning when I still had like 1,000 subscribers, up to 5,000. And then now I'm getting a lot of comments that I'm Zimbabwean. I must go back to Zimbabwe. Is it because I'm always, uh, guys, wait, do I look Zimbabwean or do I maybe sound Zimbabwean? Maybe I don't know what is that people are saying. And I'm checking on the comments is Zulu people and colored people. They're like, hey, man, Buyele Zimbabwean, are you talking nonsense? You Zimbabwean boy. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I asked my friend who's a Pan Africanist in Senegal. He said, listen, Abu, his name is Abu. He said, listen, if they don't accuse you of such things, it means there's something wrong that you are doing. If you're not insulted for being a Pan Africanist, then there's something wrong. And that's what I've always said about Julius Malema. I said, how much of a threat is Julius Malema really? Because the man, the way he speaks, why people should be fearing him, and there should be something that gets him in the court system and takes him to prison if he's really a threat to white monopoly capitalists. But you could see how much Jacob Zuma was a threat up to 78 years old. These people are sending this man to prison. And you ask yourself, why? Why? And it's not clear. It's not clear. If I ask some of you guys, why did Jacob Zuma go to prison? You don't know. You just know he did not obey a court order or something. That is not a crime punishable by a prison term. You understand? A sentence. Sentence can only follow trial. You need to be tried first before you can be sentenced to prison. And it was like, my heart was when I saw when he showed that clip of him getting into prison, and he was he holding a blanket or something. I was like, oh my god. Oh my God! It cannot be that these people really want to see Jacob Zuma. What benefit do you? What does it benefit you to have Jacob Zuma in prison? I was so disappointed. One thing we must remember, my brother, is tribalism was destroyed long time. We are one. It's we want to believe that, but the reason why we have this channel and we have people like you is try to push exactly that message, because other people, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. The white colonizers did a great job in terms of locking our mind, locking our mind. We are black people, but if I show you a picture of a Sudanese person who's darker in complexion, even some black people have got some type of discrimination towards those people. By the way, some of you might not know, the Sudanese people are the original Jews that built the original Israelites, excuse me, that built the pyramids in Egypt. Some of you might not know that, but if you do your research, you will know that Sudan has got more pyramids than Egypt. Did you know that? Did you know that? We have to stay informed. So Sudan is a very, very special country. And I believe it's the country with the longest people, because those people are giants like nobody's business. Africa's got the longest people and the shortest people, the shortest tribe and the longest tribe. I'm sure we've got the fattest tribe and the thinnest tribe. We've got everything in Africa. There's nothing that you are Noah from Namibia. Welcome, welcome. Speaking about that, those who are planning to have children in the future on the channel, I'm pleading with you, please give your children African names. Please, please. Stop this nonsense of biblical names to your children. About Peter, about John, about Paul, about and Noah. This is no this is no attack to you. It just reminded me. We have a long way to liberate ourselves as Africans. And the first thing we should do One of the first things that we should do is changing our names into African names. That's a very simple task that we Africans are failing. Just imagine the little beautiful babies coming out. It's like, oh, Cynthia. Look at how beautiful Cynthia. What is that? When are we gonna wake up as Africans? So for me, it's a big no. And surprisingly, with my siblings, I'm the only one that does not have a English, or what do you call it? Bible. What do they call an English name? There's a term for it. Is it a Bible name? No, it's not a Bible name. I don't know what they call it, but it has a name. You see, I'm the only one. All my siblings have got 2 or 3 names. I've got one name. My name is Kaiso. Kaiso is a petty way of saying Kagiso. So whether you say Kagiso or Kaiso, it's the same thing. The same thing. So yeah, so that's what we are doing, guys. Um, I'm quite interested to see what Jacob Zuma is going to do after Mpumalanga. I'm going to record a video. I've done the research. The Mpumalanga visit by Jacob Zuma, and I'm listening to him, and I'm starting to question myself. No, man, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What is it that we are doing here? Hmm? The only thing that Jacob Zuma is speaking about is that you guys have no Christian names. What did I say? Biblical names. Thanks to Lani. Christian names. Christian names. Oh, how can I forget? I'm a Christian, by the way. That's a topic that we need to cover on a different day. A very, very, very um, well-traveled, well-studied Christian theology, everything. But anyway, that's a topic for another day. Religion divides us as Africans. You guys know my take on that. So Jacob Zuma is only speaking about this. This government is not taking care of you. This government is not taking you to head. We need to liberate our people, and oh, I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And you guys know that how much I love Jacob Zuma. Jacob Zuma, for me, will remain up until we get other president, the best president that South Africa has ever had. And when I say South Africa, I mean African people. White people lived in hell when Jacob Zuma was the president. They truly lived in hell. They didn't like that man one bit. I'm sure their stomachs are turning now. They're having sleepless night. They are sweating, Boyo and Rupert and all of them. But I know they are planning something on the background, funding the ANC, trying to see, because the ANC is the only party that the white people can fund, because they need Cyril Ramaphosa to be there. The Cyril Ramaphosa is white people's darling. So they need him to be there. Chosen one utinina. Ambambata, descendant raw Zulu person, but I don't like tribalism. And you are a unique Zulu. Look, you are a unique Zulu person. Unique Zulu person. Tribalism is shit. Your tribalism is shit. If you are a person like myself who's well traveled, especially in South Africa, especially I wouldn't say I've traveled a lot in Africa. I've only been to Mozambique and Lesotho and Namibia, but the others was where Mozambique was holiday. So when you what was I saying now? Okay, yeah, when you are a well-traveled person like myself, I came to Kimberley from Mpumalanga kwaMhlanga kwaNdebele. Yo, isiNdebele sisaraka njengelimi langakhethu. Yo, Ndebele is like my first language because I grew up around Ndebele people, also tribal people. Because AmaNdebele, it's not easy that they will learn another language. If you are a petty friend, with Ndebele friends, they're not gonna learn your language. You wanna learn their language. But if a petty person moves to Limpopo, like Venda, Guyana, and all that, you'll find that those people are more accommodative in learning other people's language. That's why you find us, Tonga, our Tonga people and Venda people speak all South African languages. I don't know, is it because our language is a little bit difficult or what? Okay, let's hear on the comment section which South African language is the most difficult. I say Venda. My goodness, Venda. Venda is a. I say Venda. Venda is the most difficult language to learn in South Africa. For me, the rest I speak fluently. The rest I speak fluently. Venda I hear and try to respond, but I can't. But I can say all official languages. I know all official languages. Some of you might know. I know a little bit of Shona. I know a little bit of Kiswahili, but that's not enough. I want to learn a Nigerian language. Yeah, unashamedly Christian. Yeah, me too. Let's touch on the Christian thing a little bit before we go, and I'll be breaking my rules. Let me leave religion. We proud Christians. Let's just remain proud. I don't want to. It really religion really separates, divides us as Africans. I don't know why. Because the guy that I showed you, I think it was yesterday, from Ethiopia, he's also a Christian pastor, my friend. We call him Minister Zola. His name is Zolalam. So he gave me so much insight, because you remember that the Ethiopian people are the only people in the whole world that have the full Bible, that has got 88 books instead of the 65 books that we have. So we are you get so much knowledge from a person from Ethiopia when it comes to Christianity, remembering that they are a country that was never colonized. Understand? And it's a country that is mentioned by name in the Bible and all the activities that happen in that country. But anyway, that's it with Christianity. Let's get into which language is the most difficult to learn in South Africa. My wife is Venda, but believe me, I'm still struggling to respond in our 10th year anniversary. Well, I'm celebrating 10 year also this year. My wife is Tswana. Tswana is easy. If you are struggling for 10 years, it shows you how much accommodative your wife is to you, because I'm sure she can speak your language fluently. Vendors speak all other languages fluently. Other people say isiXhosa. isiXhosa is an easy language. Once you know any Nguni language, whether it's Ndebele, Zulu, Shona, Kiswahili, Swati, all of them make it easy for you to learn isiXhosa. Venda was the easiest language for me to learn. To are you watching Muvango? Because I hear people who watch Muvango find it easy to learn. And it starts there, ladies and gentlemen. Why is it? I work at the Department of Agriculture, so to frustrate white people, I would come in an office and white people only, whatever, or even when a white person comes and I'll speak an African language. But my shock is the white people I work with, not even one of them knows what Sanbonan or Dumelang or Lochan or Abshen means. None of them can greet, just a basic greeting. That's how you know a white person is racist. When they can't even greet, they've been staying with black people all their lives. They've met black people. They've never asked them, How do you say hello in your language? Yeah, if you had neighbors as a kid that were vendor, yeah, that would help. Yeah, so uh, for me, it's surprising that you meet um, colored people and most Africans people, Boers that are in South Africa that don't know how to greet in one official language. Thank you so much. Reverse with poetry for the 10K shout out. Thank you so much. I'm going to wear this t-shirt until we get to 11K. It's not going to be long because I think by next week will be at 11K. My heart will be broken, but we have to grow. We have to grow. And you're right. It's common. It's common in corporates. Yeah, people don't want to learn other people's language. For me, when I meet someone, especially African brothers, I'm like, how do you greet in your language? How do you say hello? And I'll just try at least to say hello in that person's language. Guys, the numbers are going down on the Jacob Zuma gatherings. The Mpumalanga gathering was in a big tent. But the numbers were not anywhere close to the gathering in what you call in Gauteng, but that one was a church gathering. So there's a lot of church members, but they were there because of Jacob Zuma, and 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 the gathering in KZN. Do you see a scenario where Umkhonto weSizwe comes to Northern Cape, Limpopo? They won't go to Western Cape. Why would you go to Western Cape? And they get a crowd out like they did in Mpumalanga and KZN. For me, the numbers went down. And for me, I wanted to hear what Jacob Zuma said. You guys will get the video probably tomorrow, 7 o'clock. I wanted to hear Utin, man. Utin Baba is 81 years old. What is he saying? What is he promising? And his promise is that black people will take care of you. That's his main message. So I'll take care of you. My problem with that and with Thabo Mbeki and them is like, dude, you had your chance. You had your chance. When you are it's like getting out of a relationship and then when your ex gets someone, then you wanna come back claiming that you can take care of them like icon. We are growing, Puti. Puti wam. Yeah, no, yeah, we are growing. Kancane kancane. We'll get there. So my African news. I'm gonna do again a video for you guys for African news. It's been long since I've spoken about Africa, but you guys will get that one also tomorrow. You'll get that one tomorrow. Some interesting stories. There is a movie from Nigeria that came out. You guys know the movie. It's a recent movie that came out. I believe it came out in December. The movie is titled The Tribe of Judah. Did you guys hear about that movie? And Tatu Malinga, thank you so much. Welcome. Did you hear about the Tribe of Judah movie from Nigeria? Apparently, that movie is breaking records in terms of the sales that it's making, to such a point that it's making numbers that Black Panther was making. That is very recommendable. That is very recommendable. I mean, if African movie, I think it's written by a woman also, can make those numbers. It's crazy. The millions and millions of dollars of rands in generating revenue and all of that. So for me, it's like, wow, I'm very happy to see African movies going like that. And remember, we Africa, we are the biggest land mass continent in the world and the highest population. So our population is very high, but we don't support each other like we're supposed to support each other. We don't support each other. And if African leaders can get out of white people's asses and support each other, especially with things like the other people complaining about the Zimbabwean people crossing the border, whatever. The only thing we need to do for Zimbabweans to stop crossing the border illegally is to fight the sanctions. Fight the sanctions. We tell America, take your sanctions off. The sanctions makes it difficult for any business like me. If I take a brother from Zimbabwe, because a mining license in Zimbabwe is only $250. So I can, as a South African, I can get that money, and we can do what we call their Zamazamas have got permits. Every Zamazama gets a permit, and they can do small shaft mining and all that, and get gold like nobody's business. But once that Zimbabwean brother starts sending money to me as a South African, ABSA can close my account, can freeze my account because it's coming from Zimbabwe. They are stopping that country from making business with other countries. So why is it that we South Africans must participate in the sanctions of USA to Zimbabwe? You understand what I'm saying? We don't need to participate in that nonsense. We as Africans, when one country is colonized, when one country is sanctioned by the US, we must say, okay, you are sanctioned by the US, but the rest of us will do business with you. And in that manner, that country will not lack anything because everything is in Africa. Africa only needs ourselves. I saw the BRICS, not Brits, the BRICS welcome Saudi Arabia and what's the other country? Egypt, and I believe Ethiopia or something like that. Let me just make sure so that I give you guys accurate information. A YouTuber content creator must always give accurate information. You cannot do you cannot guess information. Where is that thing? Okay, so the countries that joined the BRICS is Saudi Arabia, Egypt, the United Arab Emirates, Iraq, Ethiopia, and Ethiopia. They joined the things. Do you think that incarceration of Jacob Zuma might be the can't see properly. Guys, listen, it's over with the ANC. Tulan, it's over. I don't see I don't see a scenario where they can come back. EFF is a big enemy of the ANC. The ANC will need to a collusion with some credible party because they are not going to be anywhere close to 50%. They are not going to be close to 50%. And they see that. You saw the last video uploaded where Fikile Mbalula has changed his tone. Everyone, just imagine Fikile Mbalula saying, we don't have an issue with Jacob Zuma. We would like to sit down and engage the president. We don't, as the ANC, we don't have, how can you not have an issue with Jacob Zuma? So with what he's doing, how can you not have an issue? But it's because they know. Fikile Mbalula knows. Fikile Mbalula is a flip-flopper. He knows how to play politics carefully. So he's going to be careful as to what he says about Jacob Zuma going forward. He's not going to Antonio. Prof Mapanga endorsed the King Said So channel. Prof, I watched some of your videos. I believe you guys are doing a great job. Thank you so much. Yeah, I did see it was packed. I saw the tent was packed in Pumalang. I did do a video, guys. Just a matter of editing and send it to you. You guys will get it tomorrow morning. It was packed. It was packed. But whew, I'm asking, can he do the same in Northern Cape? Because you need more than half of KZN and parts of Mpumalanga and parts of Gauteng, because the churches are saying they'll get 2/3 majority. There's no one that's getting 2/3 majority. It's not possible. There's no political party in South Africa ever that will get 85% of the vote. It's not possible. It's not possible anymore. The ANC played with their 2/3 majority. I think they got it twice. They will never get that nonsense again. Never, ever, ever. They played with us. They never gave us our land back. They were scared of the sanctions, and us not having our own state bank. Our banks control our banks are running this country. South African banks are running this country. They can manipulate the currency. Nobody can do anything to them. They paid a fine for manipulating a currency. You don't get arrested for manipulating a currency. You're paying a fine. I was so disappointed. But you saw how politicians were dilly-dallying around an issue of currency manipulation. They were just there talking softly about it because they know it's been happening all along. You saying, am I chosen one? Are you saying Intole Im Controversy can get 2/3 majority? Is that what you're saying? Type yes. Okay, let's check with the people that are here. What percentage of the population do you think Umkhonto will get? 20%, 10% of the votes, 100%, 80%, 50%? What do you guys? And when you give them 20%, remember that there's still EFF and ANC and DA. So when you give them 30%, like let's be realistic in our comments. 7%. Neo's got a star on him, guys. Can you guys see that Neo's got a star? Neo is a member of the channel. Thank you so much, Neo. I think you are the first member of the channel. You deserve some hands. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. What percentage will Umkhonto get? 5%? No, not 5%. 7%? No. 10%. Remember, 10% on the last elections by the EFF was 1.8 million people. 1.8 million people. So if you say 10%, you are saying Jacob Zuma will get less than 2 million votes. No, I don't think so. I think Jacob Zuma can get about, I don't know, 4 million people, 3 million, 3 point something million people. So I'm ranging them at, I'm ranging Jacob Zuma between 15 and 20%. 5%, 10%, Tulane means they will get less than 2 million votes. Less than 2 million votes. And I'm speaking it lightly because 2 million is not abantu abaningi lapho. 2 million. Yo, abantu abaningi lapho. You can just imagine with them just imagine now and getting 2 million people. What do you guys think? If Jacob Zuma does not become president, do you think he will step down and allow Lindiwe Sisulu to come in and drive the party, his children, or what is going to happen when Jacob Zuma does not get the outcome that he's expecting from the elections? Obviously, he will not be a member of parliament again. Could he be? icon. That will be that will be very funny. That will be very funny because you don't want to be competing with the ANC Youth League and the EFF. As you know how the EFF is in Parliament. It's gonna be crazy. So I mean, I love Jacob Zuma. I don't want Jacob Zuma to go through that again. But the man, he's full of anger towards the ANC for doing what they did to him when they sent him to prison. We should not forget that the same Zuma was rejected by SA when the ANC lost Gauteng. Yeah, look, we're not saying Jacob Zuma is a darling, not especially not me. I like him as a person and as a strategist in terms of I like how he does politics. The man was attacked left and right. And for me, I told you guys, once white people hate you, you are doing something right, man. You're doing something. There's no way white people can hate a kafir that is towing the line. There is no way. Absolutely no way. So for me, it's like it's Jacob Zuma was the best president for me. I love the guy, but being 81 years old, it's a big part, you know. When he in his time when he was exiting the what you call it, when they kicked him out before he finished his second term, the media was doing a fantastic job in painting Jacob Zuma as the big criminal of the world and the single guy that stopped South Africa from progressing. But immediately when Cyril Ramaphosa took the country, he took the steering wheel, he fumbled. Everything went more expensive. They could not even maintain, just stabilize and just keep on running things the way they were. They fucked up SAA, they fucked up ESCOM, they killed Transnet, Prasa is dead. They just, if Jacob Zuma and them and the Gupta people were stealing, if they were stealing, yeah, but the lights were on, do South Africans really care? Huh? If there was corruption, but the lights were on, do you really care? A person like me and you, maybe middle class people who've got data and all of that, maybe we care because we like debating things. But the poorest of the poorest people don't care. They just want water. They want municipal services. They want electricity. That's it. They want jobs. If you can't give them jobs, they want grants. That's it. Because our people, we are far from being liberated. We are far from being liberated. MK shown us that they are nationwide. There's no denying that, man. Jacob Zuma is nationwide. Jacob Zuma is a big brand. You cannot. Oliswa is back. Hi, my brother from Eastern Cape in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, it's like Jacob Zuma is. I thank you. I had my brother Julius Malema saying, what did he say about Jacob Zuma? That he is in denial. Yes, he used the word in denial. He said Jacob Zuma is in denial. No. Julius, you are in denial. Anyone who thinks that Jacob Zuma is in denial, you don't. We normal people don't understand how much it costs to campaign. That's why what you call Julius Malema was saying, go and ask Rise Africa who's funding them, because when you are in politics, you understand how much it costs to mobilize people, to organize pamphlet, to print T-shirts, to do you know plus minus how much it costs to do those things. I don't want to skip anyone's comment. Asking for what? Did you see people of Gauteng asking for FNB? That tells you something. FNB, what do you mean asking for FNB? Zuma embodies the concept of Afrocentric leadership, respectable humanity and charisma, all of that. Yeah, Zuma is a people's person. He's really a people's person, and some people like him because he's not too educated. He's not when he speaks like your grandfather. There isn't too many bombastic words. I mean, he's just straightforward when he speaks. And Manuel is saying they will probably get about 15%. Uh, Pumezo, thank you so much. Good. What is it? Good evening. Good evening. Tulani says, how do you join to be a member? I don't know, because this guy is Uneo was the one who was harassing me about my account does not have membership and whatever. I'm new on on YouTube, even though I've got 10,000 subscribers. I'm clueless. I wouldn't act like I'm this big. Oh, they were. Oh, you mean FMB the stadium? Oh, okay. I was asking myself, why are they asking for a bank now? Yes. Now, if you're still around, tell us how did you join? How did you join the 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 channel? I think it's the lowest you can join with is like 17 rand or something like that. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That is very unprofessional, but I don't know. I won't lie. There is a join button somewhere when you go to my account. There is a join button somewhere. But really, I will find out and I'll post it on my other videos. Yeah, he says click the join button. Yeah, so yeah, there's apparently a join button. It's probably not here on the live or wherever. How are you, my brother? I'm watching from Botswana. Oh my God, Botswana people, your parliament is so funny. The way you parliamentarians attack each other in parliament. South Africans don't know. I always watch your your parliament debates, and I'm like, oh my God, these people are so entertaining. I just like the Tswana language is so beautiful, and when the people are angry, I go. It's so nice listening to Botswana. What you call Botswana politics, guys. I advise you guys to just check it out sometimes. Let me see. It says 15%, my king, because some people are not registered even though they attend rallies. Yeah, yeah. Really the party that made sure that the youth gets registered and are involved in politics is the EFF. Let's be honest. Them winning so many student councils, student government body SRCs, it shows that they did a very good job in terms of inviting the youth into politics. Because remember, even with the last elections that we had in 2019, the local elections, the the registered people were like 25 million people. 25 million people, and every year about 1 point something or 2 point something million people turn 18 and are eligible to turn to vote, but they don't register to vote. They just don't register to vote. Yeah, Tulane says the emergence of the MK is I think he wanted to say he's messing up the EFF plans. Fuck, they messed up my plans too. They messed up my plans too. One of their followers says, King, the way you love Julius Malema and the way you love Jacob Zuma, you're gonna have sleepless nights. I'm having sleepless nights already. Damn it. They messed up EFF plans completely, especially in KZN. EFF was doing so well in KZN. The numbers were growing nicely. But Jesus Christ, here comes these people from out of nowhere with green t-shirts, beautiful design t-shirts. I don't know who's designing them. They say black businesses are just printing these t-shirts like nobody's business. Mkhonto says, I have the logo. If they don't get me the t-shirt, I'm gonna print it myself. I'm a YouTuber. I'm supposed to get t-shirts for free so I can wear them for when I speak about those political parties. I don't mind when I speak about the DA wearing a DA t-shirt, even though I'll shit on them. But you know, the EFF, my God, the EFF. You can in boxing we call it a body punch. It took the wind out of the EFF. The momentum that the EFF had. I was busy in driving in the holiday in December when I saw this Mkhonto Sizwe thing. I was like, what is this? Wow, what is? Then I drove. Then when I checked the phone again, my goodness, people are crazy. What is going on here? The momentum, the bomb. This guy just stole December, and now he's busy stealing January again. And man, but even though the CIC said Jacob Zuma is in denial, but you sense the respectful tone when he speaks about Jacob Zuma. You have to respect Jacob Zuma. Wow, the man is a legend. Uh, what are you saying? But by the looks of things, they are going to parliament, but ANC won't get 50%. Never, King. I never. Never. What do you mean MK that does not have a lot of work to do? I think they've got a lot of work to do because close to the elections, the people are going to start questioning who are the leaders of MK. I always see a guy with a lighter complexion who's with Jacob Zuma all the time. If you guys know who that is, give us his name. But there is a lot of work to do. There is a lot of work to do. Remember, the other political parties have not actually started campaigning. What EFF was doing last year was equipping the ground forces for campaigning this year. They traveled every province speaking to the ground forces saying, when you're an EFF member, you have to wash yourself, brush your teeth, you have to smell nice, speak to people properly, be informed, whatever. They were preparing them for this year. So I'm sure they're going to have a program going forward as the EFF. Once the election date is announced, they're going to start hitting the ground with those ground forces they were training with Julius Malema, seeing every province. So they probably going to start moving from February. We're going to see the DA making noise, this multi-charter, what is it? Multi-charter party nonsense. You're going to start seeing the IFP working because some of them are just putting their finances in order, and it's a very delicate it's a very delicate exercise because you have to plan your funding properly. You can't be starting hitting the ground in January. By February, March, your funds will be finished because every time a political party goes somewhere, all the leaders, they are paid for transportation, accommodation, food, t-shirts, branding material, advertising material, and all of that. Cameraman, everyone is getting paid. So when a political party comes to Guanongoma or whatever, it just to go there is nothing less than 100,000 rand. You understand what I'm saying? So 10 visits can be 1 million. If one visit is 100,000 rand, then 10 visits is going to be 1 million. So you have to have how many cities are you going to what you call visit? You understand? And I'm telling you this because I was involved with the ANC with those local elections in 2019. Just printing the t-shirts Just printing the t-shirts alone can be close to 30-something thousand rand. Just the t-shirts alone. Just the t-shirts alone. If you print t-shirts and caps, it's something close to 50,000 rand. And we were mobilizing, campaigning in Springbok. Springbok from Kimberley is 800 kilometers. Imagine how you're gonna drive to Springbok. And it's not only you, the ground forces. There's the leadership. The leadership can be coming from a different province. They fly here. Everything is being paid by the campaign budget. So the controversies still have a lot of work in that regard. The other parties, they are silent because they are working on a budget. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? I don't know if you have seen the video of Johannesburg people demanding MK Party to come to the FNB. Okay, you're the second person that's saying this. If you saw the video, I'm curious about your thoughts. I will check the video. I'll check the video after this, and maybe I'll edit it on my Umkhonto Wesizwe video that I'm doing about Mpumalanga. If that is true, and I'm sure it is true because you guys are telling me, and Jacob Zuma goes to FNB, and for some miracle, he fills FNB the same way EFF did. Bafetu. We have to respect that man. Oh, like this guy gonna give us chest pains. I like it. Those who are trying to undermine the EFF. Forget, guys. There is a join button somewhere. Neo says there is a join button. You can join the channel and be what you call a member. Subscribing is free. When you subscribe, it's free. Being a member, I think it's 20 rand or something like that. Anyway, I will start taking MK serious if they can go to FNB and test their power there. Remember, MK does not have established branches and branches already. Guys, me and you, we are speaking because we don't understand campaigning. Who understands campaigning better than Jacob Zuma? You understand what I'm saying? It's all about who you know. For example, in Kimberley, we run Kimberley, by the way. If I don't have it, I know someone who has. Like, we run Kimberley. Like, there isn't a person that does not know the king in Kimberley. You're not serious if you don't know the king. If Umkhonto Wesizwe calls me, I'm making an example there. I'm not gonna do it. If Umkhonto Wesizwe calls me and says, "Hey King, we've got an event on FNB on the 8th of March. We need 3 buses from Kimberley to come. Here's a budget." I'm in. They don't need a branch. They don't need a branch. They need me. They need me. Understand? They're probably gonna give me a 20,000 rand handshake for organizing those buses. All I have to do is organize my people. I first start with the artists. I start with the registered people. The other buses, I can fill it up with my poor African brothers and sisters who just want to go for a t-shirt and a plate of food. It's easy. It's easy. And I'm not undermining people, but you guys know what I'm saying is true. People are just there for t-shirts and caps and food. You understand? So for me, it's that easy. MK does not need branches now. Does not need branches now. Or Rise Mzansi, does Rise Mzansi have branches? Does Build One South Africa have branches? If they do, we don't know those branches. We don't know those branch leaders. We don't know those provincial leaders. We don't know their premier candidates. We don't know anything. But when there is money, I'm telling you, money makes things happen easily. I can organize 10 buses today if you give me money. I will not sleep. And all you have to do sometimes is go and park that bus at a poor area with food and t-shirts. Everyone is inside that bus. No. Joburg, hey, oh, okay. Hey, inside Joburg. Mama, see you tomorrow. Gone. Gone. Our people bathanda izinto. I understand what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. The chosen one. And for me, it's like it's that easy for Umkhonto weSizwe to get people. And remember, now they are involved with churches also. So much easy to our African Christian people. Just bring in the name of the Lord. The Lord has told me that the Lord has placed in my heart as your pastor to back Msholozi, to back Msholozi. Our church, we backing Msholozi, and we want to make sure that the Lord gives him strength. Now the bus will be here at 9:00. Please make sure, as the Congress of this church, as members of this church, if you respect me as your pastor, you will be here 9:00 sharp. The bus will pick you up. Done with the churches. That you saw that pastor I posted, the way he was speaking. You can't tell me that guy is not paid. You can't tell me that pastor is not paid. The way he spoke, that made he moved me. I was watching him. I was, oh my God, what is this? Who's this now? Who's this? Who's this? Like Msholozi is shaking us, guys. Msholozi is shaking the country. The EFF momentum is stopped momentarily. Like I said, everything has to do with budget. The EFF does not have the budget. That's why when he was addressing the media in Julius Malema was addressing the media in KZN, he spoke about the budget of Rise Africa or Rise South Africa, Rise Mzansi, I mean. Why would you speak about the budget of another what you call political party? What does that have to do with you? He says they're probably getting funding from overseas because, like I said, he understands how much it costs to do all of these things. So now that I've opened your eyes, remember with the CR7 campaign, Busisiwe Mkhwebane said there were millions of rands. And remember, Busisiwe Mkhwebane had the bank statements of the CR7 campaign, and they sealed those documents. The court sealing document is the biggest rubbish on earth. The court sealing documents from us, the public, is the biggest rubbish on earth. Busisiwe Mkhwebane told us, like, listen, these people, they're having money like nobody's business. Cyril Ramaphosa was having, she had the emails and the proofs of the meetings, the bank statement, and it showed who funded the CR7 campaign. And you, as a Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, fighting Cyril Ramaphosa presidency, you don't stand a chance. These people buy provinces. They buy provinces. How are you going to compete? Huh? How can I compete with someone who has money? Everyone is hungry. Everyone is hungry. When I started the channel, I was just after I got monetized, there was an organization that approached me and said, King, we want to sponsor you, but we don't want you to have a stance, a negative stance about the LGBTQ movement. I was like, no, why is it that we must give the LGBTQ movement special attention? If you are gay, you are gay. Good for you. If you are lesbian, you are lesbian. Good for you. What is the noise about? You understand what I'm saying? I've got gay friends, and I hate it when you ask someone, "Are you racist?" No, I'm not racist. I've got black friends. So I hate saying I've got gay friends. I feel like it's a disrespect to them, saying, like, labeling them as if they. I don't want to give them any special attention. Tepo is tepo. That's it. Why must you give them the friends? That's it. Got lesbian friends, cool people. They must not get any extra rights or extra attention from anyone else. No. In fact, some other crippled people don't want to be treated special. Have you seen what do you call? I'm going to uh, slaughter English now. What do you call a pie? Yo, I cannot. That word is English. English is not our mother tongue. Uh, uh, on a wheelchair, man. It's got a name. It's got a name. Paya packs. Guys, help me, man. You can't let me struggle like this, guys. What do you call I don't want to say a crippled person. A person on a wheelchair. They've got their own Olympics. They've got their own Olympic. I'm also close to people on the group. If there was not the MK people here going to vote for the EFF, but MK disturbed the EFF overall. MK, I won't say fucked us up. MK fucked the EFF up. The EFF is messed. I'm telling you, because people, the alternative to the ANC, people were going for the EFF, including myself. While I'm still not moved yet, my vote is not a secret. Paraplegic. For me, that's a tongue twister. Paraplegic people. Some of them, they don't want to be treated special. They say, no, treat me like everyone else. Don't give me special treatment. Don't give me. I work with some of them. Like they don't want special. They don't want to be treated special. So why must the LGBTQ people be treated special? No one must be treated special. But no one must be disrespected and be treated in an inhumane way. You know. Anyway, yes. What you call? Because these people who are now all of a sudden going to vote for the Umkhonto weSizwe, who are they going to vote for? Who are they going to vote for? They were not going to vote for the ANC, these people. It's either they were going to abstain, they were not going to vote at all, you understand? Or it is true that they were going to vote for the EFF and other parties. I don't know what is other parties. IFP maybe, in KZN. Is IFP a KZN party or are they national? Do they have national branches? I've never seen an IFP poster in Northern Cape. And I've been here for a long time. So for me, it's like the people that were going to vote for the EFF, especially my Zulu African brothers and sisters, they are going to be loyal to their Baba. They're going to say, no, Baba, way to party, we're going to vote Umkhonto weSizwe. And they are not even apologetic about it. They are just going all out. Attacking me on the comment section, some of them. But I love them. I'm one person who's very thick-skinned. I can't take what is happening on YouTube or social media personal. I've got many things to worry about. I'm not here. When I spoke about Gaten McKenzie and the colored people being racist and all of them, you guys can read the comments what the colored people are writing, proving my point, by the way. But I'm not here to take things personal. I just know that everyone has got an opinion. Understand? I try to mix my opinions with facts and research because I'm a content creator. I can't be coming here and speaking nonsense about my opinion all the time. I have to do research. Actually, MK is actually more of a surprise to the EFF than it is to the ANC. My goodness, Tulani, you dropping bombs, eh? So you're saying the EFF did not see this one coming? The EFF was already celebrating because they knew they had the ANC's number. Then comes this Madala with the green T-shirt and a beautiful daughter. Hi, that daughter is beautiful. Zuma's children, all of them are beautiful, eh? Either they are handsome or beautiful. Except for Duduzane's older brother. That one is normal. It's like us. He's part of us. The rest, they are handsome and beautiful. Your other daughter is beautiful. Uncle Sam. Some of us will vote just because of her. Hey, she's winning. She's winning votes. That one. She's winning votes. But I would like to. She did read the statement in when Jacob Zuma first announced that he will not campaign for the ANC. But I would like to hear her speak her mind as a individual. I would like to pick a mind, a political mind, and just hear just how deep she is into this political thing. And I'm sure all of Jacob Zuma's children are very well knowledgeable about what you call politics. But yeah, you're right, Tulane. It was a shock to the EFF more than it is to the ANC. Because the ANC, they could probably sense it by the way they were treating the president. They expected him to fight back in some way, shape or form. Probably not through or opening a political party. But remember, Umkhonto weSizwe was registered in 2022, ladies and gentlemen, as a party. So they knew at the back of their mind that there is a political party. It was not registered last year. It's like Jacob Zuma playing chess. They registered this party 2 years ago. Man, that man is too smart for us. We are dunderheads compared to Jacob Zuma. The guy that stopped school at standard 2, or was it grade 2? Yeah, it's standard 2. Standard 2 is grade 4. We are dunderheads compared to that man. This man is controlling us, all of us. And if he has got the financial capability, he might just harass us up until the elections and shock us with 30% or 40% of the votes and win the elections. You understand what I'm saying? He might shock us. Who knows what is the budget of Jacob Zuma? Who knows what is the budget for Jacob Zuma? The way he's making up and downs. To get pastors, religious leaders to back you, you don't just ask them and they agree. You don't just ask them. First, you make promises. You say, churches, your problem is land. You don't have land. You have got tents and shacks and whatever. I'm going to give you land. Then you call the big pastors, the founders, and then you're like, of the big churches, you're like, man, if you can secure this amount of votes for me, this is what I mean. Brown envelope. That is how they buy votes. They buy votes. So there's no way we can deny that. There's no way we can deny that. Let me hear what you're saying, guys. This MK will be like IFP. They will only exist in KZN. No. Ricoto. Nice name. No, my brother. No. They will be dominant in the KZN, and they will exist at least in 4 or 5 other provinces with big numbers. They will exist in big numbers in Mpumalanga. Mpumalanga people are tired of ANC. No. If you think you are tired of ANC, you don't know anything. Mpumalanga people are sick and tired of ANC. They are tired. But we will see next year. The January 8th statement will be made next year. Like, why are we calling it a January 8th statement when it's going to be delivered on the 13th? Hey, some of us, man. ANC, just say the January annual statement. Yeah. Leave the 8 out of it. What is 8? I know it was the first one was delivered January 8, but let's leave the 8 out of it. Sorry to divide from the question from Pan-Africanism view. How is the PA committing illegal acts when they cross the Zim border to stab the boats? But when the Zim, Motor. Thank you so much for that question. Quadruped quadriplegic. I think quadriplegic is but quadriplegic is too difficult for me to pronounce. Yes, I did make a video of it. If you say the Zimbabwean people are crossing the river illegally, and you are advocating against that, good for you, good for you. But if you then do the same activity that you are advocating against, then you become a fool. You become a fool. I hope one NGO or or somebody, because it is on video, this Oka pipe smoking coloureds crossing, swimming over to the Zimbabwean side and stabbing. Why are you doing that? Is it not enough that you are stopping them from coming this side? Is it not enough? Hmm? It's like giving me back my farm, but burning the burning my cows or stealing my cows. You can't fix a crime with a crime. That it was so wrong, and I don't understand why do people want to defend it. Yeah, King, you want Zimbabweans to come here, steal from us, and all of that? No, I don't. Why would I want that? Why would I? If a Zimbabwean brother comes and steals, then whatever, and we catch them, I catch them myself, I will be one of those people who condemn that person to prison. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not here to condemn any crime by any nationality. South African, whoever. Don't want anyone to hurt, steal, or kill anyone. I don't want that. But if you are at the border pretending to stop the crime of illegal crossings and you do an illegal crossing yourself, then who is the fool? Then who's the fool? I feel sorry for Kenny Kunene. I feel sorry for Kenny Kunene because like I said, he's in Gayton Mackenzie's ass. And I've always said colored people are disguised as white people in black skin. The KZN coloreds told me I'm talking nonsense, and I was careful to say some colored people and not all colored people, because the colored people of KZN, they are a little bit different because they are sitting there with the dominant tribe. Colored people of KZN speak Zulu. Colored people of Kimberley here don't know a word of Tswana because of the difference of the tribe of Zulu and Tswana. The Tswana people are in South Africa. Can we say Tswana people are the kindest people? Which is the most kindest? And by kind, I don't mean soft. I mean welcoming people in South Africa. Is Tswana one of those? I'm going to be biased because I married a Tswana woman, so I love my Tswana people. Yeah, you're not diverting us from any topic, my African brother and sister. This is a Q&A session, so feel free to say whatever you want to ask. Someone asked me on the comment section, but that was diverting. He says, King, sorry to divert from, I'll post that the comment one day. He says, King, sorry to ask you, but what do you feel about women, the status of women and us giving them money? And that's all he wrote. That's all. That's all he wrote. And I'm like, we're speaking about illegal border crossings. This person is speaking about women and us giving them money. I've never laughed so much. The things that I get on the comment sections, it's crazy. Remember what he said, they operate underground. Yeah, before announcing it, Zuma is so great in politics. Master, what is the comments are changing now? King, the people who wheelchairs are paraplegic. Okay, we're not arguing. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Paraplegic. I was just making a point that the LGBTQ people must advocate for equal human rights and the paraplegic people also must get human rights. Okay, they have to get also some special, ramps where they can wheel their wheelchair and all of that. And I can't imagine how difficult it is. Maybe you're on a wheelchair, there's no car at home, you must catch a taxi to town. I cannot imagine how that feels. Those are the people that deserve special rights, and those are the people that don't want special rights, some of them, you know. So the gentleman who is light in complexion is Kumalo. Forgot his first. Yeah, it is Kumalo. It is. No, it's not Mandla Kumalo. What is his name? Yeah, it is Kumalo. Yeah, right. And he always speaks. He always speaks. He always speaks. And I like him. I like him. I know a true man when I see one. He's got authority. That man. When he speaks, I'll probably make a video about him. Ngaban. He's the one who registered Konto Caesar with the IEC. Correct. Yes. Xhosas are kindly chosen one. The most kindest people, kind people in South Africa, Xhosa. Hayi khona ungazodlala ngathi wena. Ungazodlala ngathi. Unless if someone Jabu Khumalo. Yes, Jabu Khumalo. Jabu Khumalo. Thank you so much. Xhosas are not the kindest people in South Africa. Don't take chances. From all nations, we are welcoming. Nina bobani amaXhosa. amaXhosa. From all nations, we are welcoming people. When we talk about nations, when we talk about countries, South Africa is the most welcoming. South Africa is the most welcoming people in Africa. But I hear people are enjoying Kenya. I hear people. When I say people, I mean people, tourists. How namangele Tulane. Cabanga umuntu athi amaXhosa yibo aba the kindest people in South Africa. Umdlalo lento leyo. Awudlala ngathi loyo. Awona ungazodlala ngathi wena. How? amaXhosa. And I know you're making a joke because nabaqala amaXhosa and mabaqala nabo sebas defender. Luckily there isn't a lot of Xhosa people here because those ones can fight to the death protecting their what you call their tribe. Such prideful people. I've got Xhosa's friends. There isn't one who does not have pride. All of them. In fact, when you meet a Xhosa person who is weak in character, you get shocked. What type of, from which clan are you? What type of, leave Ndebele people alone. I am an rebel. Abantu bomraro. Abantu bomraro hayi khona amaNdebele. I grew up in KwaNdebele up until what age? From 0 to I would want to say 23, 20. There's no Ndebele people that are kinder than Swati people. Yes, Swati people. I agree. Swati people like not all of us. Some of us are humble, King. Yeah, of course, we don't want to use the word all and all of that. But I grew up in Ndebele. I grew up in KwaNdebele. Ndebele is actually my first language. It's not, when I say first language, I mean it's the language I speak better than all other languages. But anyway, Ndebele people, tribal, love fighting, and Ndebele people, you don't find them easily outside Mpumalanga. You see, that tribe is like here in Northern Cape, I would not meet another Ndebele person easily. Everywhere I go, I will not meet a Swati person, a Ndebele person, or which other people are. Yeah, those are the only two tribes. Swati and Ndebele, very indigenous to Mpumalanga, so you find them there and they don't travel much. But Swati people are kind people. Yo, Mvumbatana Nutanda Toboto. Those ones are, and Swati is the most beautiful language in Africa. When it comes to, it's our French. It's like beautiful on the tongue. Guys, can we stop saying Xhosa people? Hayi bafethu nihlalaphi nina kanti? Nihlalaphi nina nithi amaXhosa kind? Nihlala kuphi? Nihlala kuphi? Xoliswa? Hayi man, ningazodlala ngathi nina man. Yeah, wena uthanda abantu wena Xoliswa, wena uthanda abantu. I love Xhosa women. Love Xhosa women. If I had money, I'll take another Xhosa woman. I'll take a Xhosa woman. I love Xhosa women. They are loyal. If we say loyal, yeah, Xhosa women, they are loyal. They're like colored women. They are loyal. It's true. But ningazodlala nizothi amaXhosa ayenza ningazodlala ngathi. Bongani wena uthini ndoda? AmaXhosa kind as being Sowetans, not tribes. All nations have a bit tribalism stunt, but when you have to be exposed to all, yeah, yeah. Oh, everyone have got. That's why when they say is a tribalist party, I said yes. Everyone has got a little bit of tribalism in them. How can you not say that? If a Tsonga person would open a big party or would open a big business or whatever, I would want to support them because I'm Tsonga. You understand what I'm saying? So it's something that I'll be proud of. Say, wow, someone from my tribe is doing something great. So when a Zulu person like Jacob Zuma, for the history that he has in our country, obviously more Zulu people are going to follow him than any other tribe. It's given. Everyone has got a little bit of tribalism in them. Understand? Zuma, all good in politics, Joe, but old man, Orata power. He's like he likes to be on top. Yeah, it's going to be his downfall, and we have seen it in many African countries that our African presidents don't want to give out power. George, the president of what is that country? I made a video about it. The president of, is it Gabon? Like Libya. George, the president of Libya, lost the elections last year by 1%. 1%. He got 49%, and his opposition party, the opposition party, got 50 point something percent. And George told his party that let's leave these people alone. They won. And it was not a fair election. They just beat him with 1%. He was the first African president to lose with just 1% and say it's fine. It's fine. Let them win. We'll get them next time. The problem with African president politicians, they want power forever. Forever. Do you for 1 second think that Julius Malema will be second to anyone in the EFF? Do you think Dayton McKenzie will be second to anyone in the PA? It's not gonna happen. Yeah, Sutu people are kind people. When this Zamazama thing are happening now, and they saying Lesotho guys, and they don't say. I see the videos, Lesotho guys with AK-47 and all of that. I'm like, how? All the Lesotho people I know are kind people. All of them, because I'm mostly in Free State. I work with Lesotho people. Those people are kind people. Yo. Okay. Comfort says, King, I would like to meet you someday. we can work together and build this school of one Africa. One. You see, these are the people that God brought me to life for this, for these people, for these people. There is nothing, ladies and gentlemen, that you can do alone on this planet Earth. I started multiple businesses. One of them was a gym that I started here in Kimberley. You can Google it, Sweet Science Combat Gym in Kimberley. The Facebook page is still active. I'm still running the Facebook page. Sweet Science Combat Gym. I started it with a loan with friends of mine. And COVID closed us up. And when before COVID, one of the directors pulled out and whatever. But because I took a personal loan at the bank to open that gym, I was left with the installments, the monthly installments to the bank. Even when COVID closed our gyms, the bank still wanted their money. Luckily, I was left with like 6 months on that loan to finish it off. I did multiple businesses with people that backstabbed me. Yeah. And so my mother, when my mother hears me saying I'm going to start a business with someone, we build the studio that you guys saw me in with my other friend, King Moose. His name is King Moose. My mother was like, yeah, utomile ka ditšhomi tse tsa gago. E ka sekgale tla ba o tseela tšhelete mo tla bolla mo o 'irang. No, life is not about that. I'm not scared to lose. I'm not scared to lose, and I'm not scared to try. I will never be this young and energetic again in my life. Ever. The same applies to you. If you keep on that's that word again. That word it rapes my tongue all the time. Procrastinating. You guys know what I'm trying to say. If you keep on saying I want to lose weight, but you don't start. I want to read books, but you don't start. I want to start a YouTube channel, but you don't start. I want to get myself out there so I can be in a relationship, but you don't start. This year I want to be brave for what you call, for my LGBTQ people, saying I want to be brave. I want to come out of the closet today. This year on my family, you don't do it. Everything that you don't do, you are wasting your own time. You are wasting your own time. Some of you need to go back to church, by the way. Some of you have not been to church for such a long time, and you don't have a spiritual alternative. When Bishop Maponga was busy taking people, and I'm diverting from our topics now, but I'll come back. When Bishop Maponga was diverting people from Christianity because he was leaving Christianity, I'm like, which alternative are you giving our people? Which alternative? Because it is a known fact that the original Jesus Christ that we are talking about is a black person. Once you get that white nonsense out of your mind, then you have started the journey of finding yourself as an African person spiritually. Understand? So if you don't like sangomas, if you say I don't want traditional healers, you don't want religion, you don't want Islam, you don't want what will connect you to the higher power, the higher power which is within you. Funny enough, within you, but the higher power, the power that created the universe and everything, or what will connect you to that anyway. So people that says, King, I want to work with you, I want to meet you. I'm a person that believe in purpose and cause and divine appointment. I believe we will meet. I believe we will meet when the right time is there. The universe will get us together. God will just connect us in some way, shape, or form, and we will build that school. Because even if we start small, because remember, we have to go through the system. The system has to give us what we call accreditation to teach. Accreditation to teach different subjects. We have to get lectures. We have to get business people. There's a lot of There's a lot of planning that must be done for building this Pan-Africanist school. It's a lot of planning, understand? So we start at the bottom, which is we manifest it in the spiritual realm, and after manifesting it, we put it on the physical realm on paper. We plan for it, and then we try to execute it again on the physical realm. So it is only through connections with people like you, it is only through prayers from people like yourself that we will be that generation that can say we build the school, because our children will ask us, what did we do? What? And some of us who are not in politics, me, the only time I'll be in politics is if they give me a proposal to directly be in parliament. Angidlali kanjalo. I'm Busisiwe Mkhwebane. Angidlala my game. I'm not joining any political party. Sorry. I believe I can make the change where I am to the people, my direct contact people. And the internet has made us look so big. And I meet people. Hi, my brother. I watch your channel, and they want to take pictures. So embarrassing to me. For me, it's up. I don't know, and I know when the channel grows, we're gonna get a lot of that. But I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready. I'm not ready for that. I don't see myself any clever, bigger, smarter, or famous than anyone that I meet. So when I meet people, I meet people as my equals, and that is why I've got that Pan Africanist spirit, because I just see everyone as my equals. Everyone, young or old, young or old. So we want to build that Pan Africanist school. So this year will be, like I said, I am actually busy with the 12-day fast now. We are praying and putting these things in our plans. And every year for the past, I want to say 8 years, I start the year with a 12-day fast. I put January, February, March. I put them on my calendar, and each month I pray for prayer items and ask God to help me. And like I said, I do pray for my YouTube subscribers. I pray for you guys. Some of you, because I know you, I pray by name. And by know, I don't mean I've met you. I mean, I just know you from thing, and I just say, God, help them, whatever they are doing in their life, assist them. Let there not be any blockages and things like that. So I'm just that type of a person. So we will meet. Just keep stay connected. Let's stay connected, and we will meet. We will build a school. Let me get the drawings of the plannings and everything. We still have to go look for the land. I have land in Mpumalanga. In Mpumalanga, I've got land that is big enough to build a school. But we will see where we will build that school. And I believe with divine connection, we are going to get there where we want to get. Orema, Zuma Akarati power, but Zuma is born a fighter. Okay. Yeah, because the tribalism is protecting his father, Zuma. Zuma Agarati power. And I like it when the Zulu people mix Zulu, I mean Sotho, we call it Zutu. They speak Zulu with Sotho. My grandmother is very old now. She's almost turning 90, and this year. And the lady who works with what we call them, a helper is from KwaZulu Natal, and she because my grandmother knows nothing about Zulu. My grandmother is Pedi, so she tries to accommodate my grandmother, and she speaks Zulu. It's funny. Umama wako akarati ukuhamba uhleli ulapile, like the way she speaks Zulu, it's funny. It's funny. Uh, Banele saying, so wish us a nation can unite and create things together and build South Africa a better country. We will never strive and be successful in anything as a nation if the um, political how do I put it? Political climax is not healthy. The wrong people in the political. That's why every religious book says, pray for your politicians, pray for your rulers, pray for those who are in power. Understand? Some will even go as far as saying God has placed them there, so pray for them. Of which I've got a question like, oh, why is God placing some of these people there? But anyway, as long as we don't vote the right people in power, we can have dreams and we want to, for example, want to build a Pan-African school, but the party in control of South Africa at that time is the DA. I'm just making an example, and the DA being a non-Pan-Africanist party can decline us. They can decline us at the Department of Education. They can block us in numerous ways to make sure that our dream does not come through. We'll end up building a school that does not have credible certifications and all of that, of which I will do anyway. Understand? If we don't get a fully fledged school that operates Monday to Friday, we'll do a weekend school, a winter school. We'll start somewhere. Or by building the school. So it is a wish to try and build a school. For me, I've given myself 3 to 5 years that we can do that, and I believe it's very obtainable. Very obtainable. I'm waiting to see when Dr. Uma Ifatunde will launch his school. I think it's this year, the Marcus Garvey Pan African School or something like that. I'm watching, but I don't like. It's a big thing. Also, I want to do things differently. Like I said, in terms, I don't want classrooms. I don't want the classrooms. I just want a different environment. Sparks a different mind. So, but we'll get into that. I've got graphic designers will design and do the graphics and put them here. The key, guys, to our kindness emanates from those who have hold on to our Ubuntu religion. Ubuntu must never be lost. It must define us. Wow. Are you becoming poetic, Bongani? That's so powerful. That's so powerful. Yeah, procrastinating. I always mess that word up. Thank you so much. You guys, I've got English lectures here. Yeah. Once you lose Ubuntu, forget as a person, forget. Always said respect is not earned. Respect is taught. A child is taught to respect elders. A child is taught to respect his peers. A child is taught to respect his teachers and everyone in the community. A child does not expect that people must earn his respect. So if you grow up with Ubuntu, you know that respect comes first. You respect other people first. You understand? I'm glad you understand the King. Maponga started well, enlightening us, but the real Jesus, but about the real Jesus, when he said he does not exist, yeah, he lost it. No, you can't. Does not exist, does not work. There's just too much evidence, physical evidence of the Bible. Like I said, when you have friends like me, like that have friends in Ethiopia that have the original books, the Book of Enoch that are still in there, so many different other books that were taken out of this Bible that King James compiled. That's this one that King James compiled. you get so much more knowledge when you do Bible philosophy. When you study Bible in depth. What do you call it now? I almost say philosophy. What is the word? Yo, why is my English running away so much today? My goodness. Anyway, when you study the Bible, you have no doubt in your heart that um, there is someone by the name of Jesus Christ that walked this world and that was crucified. You can go to Rome, the Roman cross, the Roman people in their museums, they've got the pictures of the black Jesus. Like, I don't want to speak religion, guys. Religion is going to divide us. Understand? But let's keep on praying for each other. And don't mistake, because I know how Christians are. Don't mistake me um, for Christians say be proud as a Christian, be proud as a Christian, and be always vocal about your Christian belief to other people so that other people can know. Yes, but we are African first. When you see a black person standing there, you don't know their religion before they open their mouth. You need to have that Ubuntu spirit in you. Once they disclose their religion, it might divert you from how you take them as a person. You treat Muslim women differently. I don't want to get into religion. It really does give some form of separation in it. But Maponga is a very intelligent man. When he was teaching in his time as a bishop, I used to enjoy his sermons so much. I used to enjoy his sermons. Right in the corner where you are. And that's what I'm saying, Bongani. Just where you are, just do the little where you are. Thank you for your prayers, John Koza. Yes, I'm praying, John Koza. John Koza is where? Joburg. John, are you in Joburg? Or am I mixing you with someone else? Please try to include mining and technology. How can we not? How can you? Technology is going to take over the world. There's no way your children can't learn how to do AI. They don't learn how to do machinery from scratch. There's no way. There's no way you can teach your children. You start a Pan-African school. You don't teach your children mining, the different minerals, which minerals our country has, where are they lying, and everything. There's no way you cannot teach your children agriculture. There's absolutely no way you can start a pen. What will you be teaching your children there? You understand what I'm saying? So definitely mining and technology will be one of the things that we'll be teaching at the school. Definitely. I'm sitting here and I'm asking myself, these Zamas, do you know how much money they are taking out of the land every year? Every year. It is estimated, last year it was estimated at close to 15 billion. If the mines, the white companies, when they left, they bombed the shafts, and these guys can still find their way in the shafts and still take out diamonds here in Kimberley, and still take out gold in Velkom, take out gold in Johannesburg. It means this gold is still there. It's still there. We just need a government that can formalize informal mining. We just need a government that says, guys, everyone who wants to mine here, you Zamazamas, come. We're giving you a permit. If you want to go there, sign this contract because this mine is not safe. Sign here. We don't want people dying. Government security, they go and sit there. Small offices, and small by small, those mines can be bought by companies that can revive them again. Look at the big hole they left us with here in Kimberley. Don't you think that hole can be bigger? Don't you think there's more diamonds in that hole? De Beers has made it a tourist site, and you can't mine. Like in Kimberley, I don't need to mine to dig deep in my own backyard to find a diamond, and that's true. As people in Kimberley, I I live a stone throw from the big hole. I'm not far from the big hole. I'm literally I can I can run to the big hole in less than 50 seconds. It's that close to my house. I can walk in 2 minutes, in 3 minutes, I'll be at the big hole. It's just here. It's just here. So we need to educate our children. Where are these mines? I applied for a mining permit. Which year was it? 25. My goodness, the red tape. The red tape. There is a process where they call what do they call that process, where they go and check, where you have to find someone that can go and inspect the site. There's a term for it. My God, my English is gone today. Yo, I can hear today. Anyway, those people, I want to use that word. The guys, what do you call these guys that go and check the sand and check? My goodness, my English. I'm sorry, guys. Today I'm tired. We've been speaking for almost 2 hours. We'll stop at 2 hours, so we left with 15 minutes. So yes, the process of getting a mining rights here in South Africa, including the water right and everything, it's just too much. It's left for the elite. It's left for the elite, the rich elite. So we are going to teach our children how to mine. Because once you teach children how to mine, and they do get in mining, and they are in the ownership process, in the ownership position, imagine how many people they're going to employ from their community. Just imagine. And mines, they don't have to be big like you think, hey? We can do sites. We don't have to, we can be given a small site. And that site, we are digging coal from that side. We are digging manganese from that side. We don't have it does not have to be a big thing. It just have to be a thing that works and generates profit. That's it. And creates employment. That's it. King, your spirit is that of someone who is led by the greater power, and your humanity is guys. No, let's let's not. Yeah, let's not give the king too many medals. Thank you so much. Who's that? Tulan. Thank you so much, Tulan. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. Please try to include we done there. Yes, you are right, because I had afternoon program at my Kasi teaching kids English and mathematics from grade 1 to grade 7. My wish is to prove kids to improve kids academically, but had suppose King. Why can't I see properly? But we had supportive structures. Okay, yeah. There's many people that want to do something. There's many people like yourself that want to teach you that want to teach. When you get involved with people like me, not only will we value you, but we will reward you monetary wise. I've worked for an NGO. I worked for an NGO for many years, for 3 years, an NGO called the Tsosoloso Community Center. I was the youth coordinator in that NGO. I was working with juvenile prisoners and all of that. Nothing is more tiring than helping people all your life, every day of the month, and you get nothing when you go back home. When you go back home, there's no bread. So people lose the spirit of helping people because they also need help. I heard Patrice Motsepe say, "How can you help people when you yourself need help?" And I was like, "How can such a rich man say that?" But because we are poor, we don't understand the terminology that they are using. I later understand it in life to say, help those who help others. Help those who help others. So we're going to, guys, we'll be dropping CVs and everything, and we'll be helping each other with this school. We have to. We have to. What are we gonna say to our children when they grow up? Okay, let's leave our children. What are we going to leave behind? Me and you, what are we gonna leave behind? No, man, we can't leave cars and houses behind. Let's leave something that is going to outlive us. Outlive us. You know, the legacy may outlive us like musicians living their music. Former president of Liberia, George was lost the vote by. Okay, he's someone who knows the stories. Yes, George Well was the one I was speaking about. I did say George. He lost it by 1%. You are quite correct. Zimbabwe is giving black people small scale mining to mine. Yes, but they don't allow us, a South African or any other person from outside Zimbabwe, to participate in that. So, meaning the refining, in English, refining company of the state is always gets the gold. They sell it to them, and they are the ones who are doing the refining. So you can only get those gold from elite companies, of which I think is two: is Fidelity and the government. Only two of them in Zimbabwe. You can correct me if I'm right or wrong. And as a South African, once I start doing business with small scale miners, they block the accounts because of the sanctions that were imposed on Zimbabwe. That is why you saw that the mining, what do you call it, the gold mafia episode from Al Jazeera that showed people like the ambassador, the former ambassador of Zimbabwe, Hubert Angel, transporting gold with diplomatic planes. Understand? They were transporting gold with diplomatic planes. So that's what is happening. Thank you so much for that. Permission, not mine permission. And it's working. Geotechnological studies. Yes, we need geotechnological studies, Bongani. If you listen to our Bantu idols, you will understand why our Ubuntu is next to God. Yes, yes. Anti-xenophobic, anti-disrespect, anti-tribalism, and anti-judgmental. Our African. I told you guys when Jan van Rysburg came to South Africa and started settling here, they were shocked that South Africa does not have prisons. They were like, how are these people managing each other? When someone commits a crime, what do these people do? Where do they take that person that commits a crime? Ubuntu was in our spirit. We knew how to self-correct as people. Understand? So you guys are right. King, now I like to own my what? Matikiri. Matikiri king bano. King matikiri batom dim. Who etsa jwang. King, now I would like to matikiri. I would like to own matikiri. Matikiri king batom dim. Nagitsi matikiri king. Re thuse mo re botse re matikiri Moabi. Re botse re matikiri king motam dim. Na re itse re king tho. Yes, Barkiman, the brother is saying they should find alternative payments. They are doing it. They are paying in crypto and finding other alternative payments, like smuggling money into the country and out of the country of Zimbabwe. And it's very easy to do, by the way, at the border. You just pay people. You guys saw on the gold mafia what happens there. It's very easy to smuggle gold and everything else, and money. out in and out of a country. We have spoken. Enough is enough. I have got some work to do before you guys wake up tomorrow. You want some content, so I have to push. Yes, was helping people out of my pocket because of because some kids used to come in the afternoon program without eating and all that, ne? Buy bread and cheese, lack of support from the community and families. Yeah, it will kill you. It will kill you. When COVID came, I think I've shared the videos, but it was a long time ago when the channel was still young. When COVID came, my business, my gym business, already had 2 months of rent paid ahead. Ne? So I took in street kids. I took. Let me see if I can find pictures here. I took in street kids and put them in my gym. I had to get blankets for all of them. I had to get food, sponges, sleeping mattresses, and all of that. Let me see if I can get. How do I get pictures here? You get tired. You not get tired, but it wears you out. Helping people when you are also in need, because I remember I took my bonus at work to help those kids out, and the government was just coming with their funny demands, and they ended up closing my shelter. In fact, my shelter was the only one. It was on the news, guys. It was on the news one day when I found the video. In fact, I'll look for it today and post it tomorrow. I One day, my gym was the only homeless shelter that was open in Kimberley. The street kids were sleeping in my gym. So I understand when you are helping people from your pocket, of which I still am. It's getting us in trouble in the budget in the house, because you try wenza ukusiza abantu, but now we are udinga lolo sizo loyo. So didn't I say okay? Let me rather go on this phone, because at that time I was still using this phone. I need lights, and I need I don't believe in a camera system. I believe in what you call. I believe in a good phone. I need a good phone. So these I'm not sure if you guys can see that these are the street kids I was feeding in the times of COVID. As you can see the date there, it was during COVID time in 2020. In 2020. So we were cutting their hair and doing all this. This one we still have a relationship with. He still does my garden here at work. Such an intelligent boy. What is that? Oh, okay. Here is more. This white boy came to our shelter. He was from Joburg, where he went to go bury his brother. But the level 5 lockdown, found him here in Northern Cape. So he could not cross the province anymore. So he was now stuck in Northern Cape. And we stayed with him. He actually wrote me a letter. I'll see if that letter is not here. So these are the children that we were assisting during the lockdown. What's that now? Okay, some pictures are deleted. That's business. When I was trying to sell soaps, rebottling these soaps and rebranding them and all of that. And we are trying our best. Oh, here's some more kids, because I think I did it at around the same place. These are the foods that they were eating. This is what we were doing, guys, during COVID. This is the donation that we got. from government. This is the form that I filled in. You can actually see my name somewhere there. This is the form that I filled in on all the things that we need. We need on the shelter. So when we say we're gonna help children, we're not speaking out of we know what you're doing. That's me cooking. I don't know how these boys enjoyed my cooking because I can't cook, but men had to do something. We had to do something for the kids to eat. Yeah, we got some donation from the Department of Education, some crayons and some books. Remember, the boys left school long time ago, and they are in the streets. I hope you guys can. Can you guys see what I'm sharing here? Here is when we got a donation from a Muslim company. They gave us blankets. Yo, that Muslim company helped us so much, guys. It's not even funny. They gave us blankets and all that. That's your boy King. This is Smiley. They call him Smiley. His boy's got always a smile on his face. These are my friends that were assisting me on this thing. These are the Muslim company. They came here and they tested these boys for STDs, HIV, TB, and everything. They did it for free for us. So it was so nice. That's me giving these boys some trainings. I was training them, showing them how to exercise. There's some of the boys that we had there. Such wow, man! I'm so happy I kept. This is the letter that one of the boys wrote. That white boy, he wrote this letter there. I'll see if I can share it one day. These boys, the small things that made these boys so happy. There's Smiley again. Small things that made these children so happy. Anyway, yeah, we can talk forever, as you guys can see. At least I still have those pictures there. It's your boy King, guys. Thank you so much. You guys, I know you guys are not gonna end. You guys must have a Wi-Fi where you are because you guys don't want to finish talking. Okay, Utini Untole. Udondolo. Dondolo, that's a nice. And Dondolo isn't it the same name? Ibambe kahle mfowethu. Hamba nawe. Hambe nawe. Okay, maybe uthi ngihambe kahle. Ngiyabonga abantu benkosi. uThixo makabe nani anibusise kuzo zonke izinto nizenzayo empilweni zenu. Modimo a be le lena, a le tšhogofatse ga tsotlhe tse le di etsang. Nkosi be nani anike wonke amandla kuzo zonke izinto enizenzayo. So ngiyabonga kakhulu bafethu, ngiyabonga kakhulu. Let's meet tomorrow. Yo, am I still gonna do those videos? Okay, but I have to do that Jacob Zuma and Pumaranga thing. Thank you so much, guys. Please continue to pray for me. Continue to pray for the channel. There is a join button somewhere for 20 Rand. If you have a 20 Rand in your account, if you can click it. Click that join button. If you can't, subscribing is enough. I appreciate it. So thank you so much. Subscribing is free, and always participate on the comment section. When are we going live again? Monday 9 o'clock. Monday. Let's keep tomorrow. Let me do some other stuff tomorrow, and then Monday let's meet 9 o'clock, guys. Thank you so much. I love you guys, and I'm praying for all of you guys. Let's build our school. When we meet next time, please come with a suggestion for the name of the school. And let's not name it the King of 53 school or the King Setso school. No.